Engineering is, at least the way we talk about it in this class, is a way that people have always used to solve human problems, integrating science, math, as well as just basic ingenuity. And so this year that's our focus in the 7th and 8th grade engineering classes. The focus in the 7th and 8th grade engineering classes is innovation, integrating scientific principles, creative thinking, creative problem solving. The name of the course, the nickname, is Making with a Conscience. And what I mean by that is that it's not just about creating for creation's sake. It is about making a difference and trying to help other people. And ways that we've done that in the class so far is we've used repurposed materials. For example, all the wood we used for at least the beginning of the first project was all repurposed from the upper school scene shop. They were all the wood from the old scenes from old plays and musicals. And the purpose this year is to give the kids the skills they need to envision something, come up with an idea, research that idea, and bring it to fruition. And that's not always a linear process. It involves trial and error. It involves thinking with your hands and using that kinesthetic sense to create something that makes sense physically as well as an idea.
I just think that there's it's great to make tangible stuff. You know what I mean? To actually physically, there's something to actually physically. There's a power to actually having something physical in your hand, and you know, sort of the thinking that goes along with creating something physical is very different than the way your mind works when you're looking at a computer screen or something digital.
So we bring kids through the entire process, and early on we talk about the importance of iteration. Iteration is a fancy word for making it better through repeated attempts. And we had a person come into the class who is an interactive artist, who's also a parent of one of our 7th graders, who said, you know, I iterate these ideas that it's almost never in its final state on the first try. And the kids were looking at me like, he said iteration. And I said, yeah, we're doing the real thing. This is what real people in the field think about and talk about. And so our first project is the box project. And the reason I chose this was for a few different reasons. It is fairly structured. It uses wood and real materials and feels very real and concrete. And it was a good vehicle to start with a mechanical drawing. And we teach the students how to use isometric perspective as a way to draw things. And that also helps them picture it in 3 dimensions. The other thing we do then is create a half-size scale model prototype out of cardboard. And when we brought this interactive artist into the classroom, he was also saying, cardboard is a great prototyping material. I use it all the time. It's quick to work with. You can build things up and tear them down and try again. And the kids were looking at me again and they were like, he's using cardboard too. And I said, exactly. We are doing the same processes that people in the field do every day before they create things. And it was a great reinforcement of what I had been teaching the class. And so we work through the engineering design process of coming up with an idea, then drawing it out, then prototyping it in a quick and easy material like cardboard, for example, and then going to a more durable material like wood, and learning about hand tools. And so it's a very skill-based curriculum, at least initially, and that way the students feel empowered later on. It's like, oh, I know how to do that. I know how to cut that material. I know how to shape that material. I know how to make this physical thing become a reality. And that's really what the course is about. It's about helping kids to develop the agency to take an idea to fruition using their head, using their hands, and think about the impact on other people and the earth using their heart, hence the making in a conscience thing.